Do you think it's easier for you to talk to a man when you're drunk?
I think it's easy for me to talk to a man, period. But I think when I'm drunk, then it can be more like romantic. As far
Why do you think when you're? Do you think it's because you're more free and loose, and
I
you'll
think I'm just
say what?
not as in my head and like nervous and self conscious about what I'm saying because when you're drunk, you're just like, fuck it. I'm gonna say whatever is in my head.
But doesn't that kind of set you up for failure when you meet a man? If you meet him drunk and then you meet him again when you're sober, is he going to see the same person that you were?
I think he'll see probably, I guess, a diluted version, maybe. I think, I never thought about that before until you said it. So maybe it
Do you
is.
ever smoke weed?
I do, yeah.
I smoke weed every day.
Okay. I can't do that.
I smoke a lot, and some people ask me like, "What are you like sober?" And I say, "I don't know. I don't care. This is how I am. This is what I like to be." So whenever I go out on a date, I make sure to smoke at least 3 joints before, because I don't want that girl to think that like she's gonna meet me, she's gonna smell the weed. I let it out right there. If she doesn't like it, I wouldn't even go through with the date. I'll just say, "Hey, I'll buy you a drink. It's nice to meet you. Why waste time?" Like.
Do you think that you're dependent on weed, though?
Not at all.
You don't?
I just like it.
Okay. I'm just saying because I have a lot of friends who smoke heavily too, and I do see heavy smokers as like very dependent on weed because until you stop smoking for a while, because I used to smoke a lot as well, and I stopped smoking and drinking for a year, and that's when you sort of realize
Were
like,
you sick?
no, I just
I'm just kidding.
I needed like things are very hazy when you're high, you know what I mean?
If you
And
smoke every day,
I know it's different,
it's like taking an Advil.
I guess. I think there's a huge difference, and you start to notice like how much like okay, you're nervous. Before you go into any social interaction, you're gonna smoke. It calms you down. You'll be fine. Like you said, you smoked 3 before you go on a date. Hello.
I like to
that's
smoke because I have an oral fixation. I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes.
okay.
I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but I always carry a pack.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll add some tobacco with my joints.
Yeah.
And I think that I just like smoking.
Okay.
So if I don't have cigarettes or weed, I'll vape. I'll vape all day.
Okay.
I just like that motion, I guess, that interaction.
I can see that. I mean,
I quit smoking once with toothpicks.
okay.
But I didn't like looking like the dick with the
Yeah.
toothpick, like at the bar,
It's
like
the
you're just
Italian
drinking,
grandpa.
exactly, yeah.
Just no, I think I don't have an issue with like people smoking. I don't think I could date someone who smoked a lot.
What if he was really good in bed, though?
I could probably make an exception.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why I get away with a lot of the things that I do,
Okay.
because I'm not cocky,
Yeah.
but I'm confident,
Yeah.
and I know what I'm good at, and I don't do things that I'm not good at until I'm good at them.
I guess it depends on how you handle it, but I do think like hanging out with someone who's high and you're not high, like it's a different experience. That's what I was gonna ask you is because I was like, you don't come across as high at all. So
That's my point. Like
yeah.
for me, I smoke to the point where I'm normal when I'm high, and I'm high when I'm not when I'm sober. Like when I'm sober, I can't even get a thought out sometimes.
See, I think that's a problem.
Why?
Because what if we disappeared tomorrow?
It's herbal, honey.
I know it could
Gross.
disappear.
This can't stop.
Nuclear radiation.
We'd be
kills all
gone. We'd all be dead.
Somehow we survive, and there's little roaches running around.
You smoke
What
the
are you gonna
roaches.
do?
That's what Keith Richards
That
would
is
do.
disgusting. I think what you probably don't want to admit to yourself is that you do have some sort of insecurity because you're never sober and you don't want to be sober.
But what could I be insecure about?
You tell me.
I used to be insecure. I found ways. Like I'm not insecure anymore. I think that you can always get better. I'm just not a settler. So if there's a difference between being afraid about yourself and just knowing that you're not happy until you get to where you want to be. And if you're always continuously trying to get better, then you're never going to settle. So you're never going to be like truly happy, but you're not going to be upset because you're constantly working towards a goal.
I think, but I also think like marijuana is very numbing. So it can numb you to like a lot of things that you're going through in daily life. And
Such as?
it depends. It's for the person. But like for me personally, I think I used to use weed a lot because I had a lot of social anxiety. So when I stopped smoking, it kind of forced me to like deal with myself all the time in all kinds of social situations, like no matter what happened. But I think like I was also just numbing out a lot of feelings, a lot of, just me not being honest with myself. It's like when you're high, everything is kind of okay.